Welcome back to the Non-Fraternal Twins podcast. This is episode 8, Being Secretive with Passcodes and Locks. But before we get started, I do sound a bit congested because weather here is amazing because it wants to be nice and sunny and 70, and the next day it's cold, rainy, and cloudy, and the next day it's like 5 inches of snow. So please bear with me. But let's get into this topic. So being secretive with locks are passcodes and locks. And I don't know about y'all, but like, if you are in a relationship and you can't tell your partner your passcode on your phone, I'm not saying that like, tell me your passcode so I can go through it to make sure you're not cheating on me. That's just showing insecurity. I'm not talking about that. Like, you just want to look through her phone to make sure she's not cheating on you. Like, that's just insecurity, right? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about having, like, if you're in a relationship for, a good amount of time, a marriage, and you have a passcode on your phone, but your husband doesn't know your passcode. Your husband or your wife doesn't know your passcode to your phone, and y'all been together for a good amount of time, or your boyfriend of a good amount of time, and they don't have, you know what I mean? Like, if you can't tell me your passcode, automatically I'm thinking you doing something that you're not supposed to be doing. Now, I'm not talking about having a screen protector. I had dark screen protectors on my phone quite a few times not because I'm doing anything secretive or anything like that. It's because people are nosy. And if I'm in line or something like that, especially I'm in the Chick-fil-A line, which I'm there quite often, ordering my 2 count meals, don't judge me, but people just look over at your phone and just want to know what you're doing. Like, oh, wow, she's on Facebook. Oh, wow, that's who she followed. You know what I mean? I don't want your eyes in my phone. Like, that's the main reason why I got the screen protector, the dark screen protector. That was my reason. Now, some people may say, hey, why do you need a dark screen protector? What are you afraid of? You don't want people looking at your phone? No, I don't want people looking at my phone. No, I don't. Now, do I have that because I'm like hiding something and I'm looking up like lucrative, scandalous things on my phone? No. Personally, no. I just had it there because of nosy Nancy's. But back to the passcodes and locks, 'cause that's what people will probably say, well, you had that on your phone. I'm like, I had it for that. You can still go through my phone, though, but I had it for that. Nice try. But back to the passcodes and locks. Now, if you're in a marriage and your wife doesn't give you her passcode to her phone, that's suspect, because that tells you that she probably doing something that she ain't supposed to be doing. And that's your wife. This is your wife. And you don't know her passcode. That's very sus. I'm sorry. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. That is very sus. They doing something they ain't supposed to be doing. They looking at people's, Instagram. She probably following, shirtless men. OnlyFans, or say, look, hey, it's your husband, and he's not giving you his passcode. He's probably in Instagram following half-naked chicks. If you go to Instagram, a lot of these Instagram girls, hoes, whatever you want to call them, whatever, they get paid. No one's judging them. Hey, a hoe is a hoe. You getting paid to post X, Y, and Z on your Instagram? Good for you. Doesn't mean you have to partake in that and follow them and watch that, but that's what they get paid to do. But hey, let's keep it real. Let's call it what it is. Let's just call it what it is. If your husband is following a lot of these girls, and honestly, if you go to their Instagram pages, you see their boobs, you see the nipple, you see everything. And I was like, I remember I went up there one day because I was doing my own like detective work. I was like, oh my goodness. You literally see her boobs and her nipple. Like, you literally saw it. Like, it was like covered like under this shirt, whatever. But it was like a see-through shirt, and you saw it. Like, you saw it. And I was like, bruh, this is insane. Like, if your husband or your wife is following that, And your wife is like, if all your wife follows is that, or if all your husband follows is that, and if your wife follows that and she's bi and you know that she's bi, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about your wife is straight. There should be no reason for your wife to be following that, or there should be no reason for your husband to be following that, because why are you really following that? Are you following that to be like, wow, she has a nice body, she posts her butt crack on the Instagram photos. It's little crack. You're seeing her butt crack. Right, you're seeing her butt crack, you're seeing her boobs with the nipples and stuff like that. You can visibly see it with your eye. Why am I following that? Is it because, wow, her boob is shaped perfectly? Wow, admiring the art and beauty. Wow, I love how it's all symmetrical, and wow. No, you ain't following it for that. You following it because you're lusting after it. That's what you're really following it for. You're following it, especially if you're a guy. You're following it because, like, you want that. You lust that. You probably fantasize about that. Let's keep it real. Now, if your husband's doing that, I consider that cheating. I'm sorry, I'm going to keep it real. That is cheating. I don't care what anyone says, that is cheating. If your husband is if he is following a lot of that stuff on Instagram, he's cheating. That's straight up cheating. That's probably why he don't want you to have his passcode, because not only is it on his Instagram, it could be somewhere else. He could be messaging other girls on Instagram, DMs. He could be texting other girls on his iMessage, whatever, if you have an iPhone. He could just be, Like, there's multiple reasons for having passcodes and not telling your spouse about it, but if your spouse is, like, faithful and trustful, and it's like, hey, why wouldn't you want to give your faithful, trustful spouse who has shown good character, are they perfect? No, but why wouldn't you want to give them your passcode? Like, what are you hiding? Why can't I have access to that? You know what I mean? It just begs the question of what's really going on. What do you not want me to see that's so incriminating, that's so bad, And I feel like you really have to ask yourself a lot of these questions, because a lot of people will lie to you. A lot of people are going to lie and be like, oh, it's nothing. I just don't want you. You don't need to be on my phone. Why do you need to be on my phone? You don't even know my business like that. If I say I ain't doing it. Just believe that. You don't need to be on my phone. If I tell you nothing's going on. I'm like, okay, yeah, I hear you, but why can't I have access to your phone, though? I'm not, you know what I mean? Like, it is very odd, and it's very sus. So, overall conclusion of this, if you have been in a relationship with them, boyfriend, girlfriend, for quite some time, if you're in a marriage even, and your significant other is not giving you their passcode to their phone, chances are 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, they probably doing something they ain't supposed to be doing up on their phone, and they don't want you to see it. That's really what that is. And especially if you're in a marriage, boyfriend, girlfriend, it's odd. Like, okay, like, it's weird, especially if you've been together for quite some time. But if you're in a marriage, I'm like, and again, you're not going through there to, like, be insecure and see if they're cheating on you. Like, that's not the purpose of this. It's just like, why can't I have your phone? I might need it because, look, you might have a serious, like, health emergency. Your passcodes to certain accounts are probably in your phone. I need to get access to it because you're in the hospital bed. You know what I mean? I need to get access to your accounts. I need to get personal, private information that, you know what I mean, that's important. There's plenty of reasons why you need your spouse's passcode, because they might have information in there that you need. But because they're not giving you their passcode to their phone, it leaves you like, okay, my spouse isn't giving me his passcode. The first thing that pops in my mind is you're cheating. You're cheating. You're doing something you're not supposed to be doing. And you're saying, well, it's just looking. Like, okay, it's okay, what? It's okay, what? So what? He's on Instagram. He follows, like, naked girls. You see their butt crack. Their stank butt crack. Like, who cares? He's a guy. Let him look. Okay? Who cares? Let him have fun. Let him imagine a little bit. Okay? It's harmless. It's not harmless. It's not harmless. And and the wives that know about this but don't be saying nothing. And keep in mind, these wives, they may know it, and they probably don't care. They probably just don't care that their husband is looking at that stuff. And to that I say, to each its own. Because you got a lot of couples that are into the whole, open relationship. So where the husband can go out and have sex with other people, the wife can go out and have sex with other people. If that's y'all's relationship, that's y'all's relationship. Ain't nobody faulting you for that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying it's right, but do you. If that's what you want to do you. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying I agree with it, because I don't. But do you. I'm talking about for the women who know about this and just don't say nothing. I'm like, girl. Because I figure, because 9 times out of 10, if you say something to him, I bet you probably won't do it. But because you're not saying anything, he's just doing it. So, that's just my thing. Like, if you're hiding your phone, your passcode from your spouse, that's very sus. I don't care what anyone says. That is very sus. Let me know what y'all think. Send me an email, the nonfraternaltwins, 2, @gmail.com. It's all lowercase. Like, let me know what y'all think, because this is just an interesting topic, and I want to hear insight on this. But anyways, thanks for listening. I know this is a short one, but it was something that was on my heart, and I just had to say it. So let me know what y'all think. Thanks for listening, and have an awesome day.